blood. Dude, I asked for a 2-block. And then if you're freaking responding to Kanto. Like, bro, my Kanto, I know like 3 words. But he said something like, oh, you gotta wait like 3 more months for this. Okay, so what are we doing? And he just sat me down and just gave me this. Guys, did I just get violated? What's up here? I think, however, I've been receiving some positive reception, some positive feedback on it, so I'm not too bummed. I think it's still a little bit better than what I've been rocking, so it's okay, I guess. I think if this goes out, this could low-key, like, be some endgame type shiz, but as of now, I'm not too happy on it. But some people have said it looks fine, looks decent, fits me. I don't know if that's true, but they're not the type of people to lie, so. I'm gonna keep it low-key because I noticed 2 MFs following me that I somewhat know. So if they do approach me, I'm cutting this video immediately when this video ends, when those 2 Indians reach out to me. So yeah. Or when I get in my class, so. Cough still hasn't completely gone away. I'm around 95% recuperated, I want to say, which is why I'm even doing this video in the first place. Been a long break, but I think I'm gonna get back into things, do some recording, because I do want to talk about stuff that I have been like worrying about, or the things I just want to kind of talk about or put feelings into, so I can like process it better, stuff like that. Going to my math class right now. It starts at 11. It's around 10:40 right now, so there's no rush at all. One thing I really wanted to talk about was like friends. Give me a second. Yeah, I guess I really wanted to talk about friends. When I was sick, I tried really hard to avoid anybody I knew because I was not in the mood to talk at all, right? And I thought it was gonna be fine because at that time I felt, okay, I didn't really know anybody. It should be easy to avoid like, oh, the 20 people that I know. Lo behold comes behold, I had to freaking avoid it. Becomes like I'm some kind of wanted individual, wanted fugitive that has a bounty on them. Like, I had to keep my head down, hoodie on, mask on, and still sometimes people recognize me. Like, bruh. Like, at the time when I was sick, I literally felt like, bro, get off my ass. Like, bro. But in hindsight now, I feel quite blessed to even have people that would notice me like that and reach out to me, talk to me, make sure I'm doing okay. Or there's always people that would knock on my door, check how I'm doing, when obviously I'm not in the freaking mood for that, right? Just making sure nobody's behind me. I think they went a different route. And then I kind of just realized that, there's just a lot of people out there that are kind of willing or like accept me for who I am and are like willing to like reach out and be nice and all about that. And don't get me wrong, like, these are the friend group. This is the friend group, but there's also like a bunch of like housemates or people I just know. For example, with coming from TC, I literally had to avoid freaking the whole lineup. I'm talking Faith, Xavier, Joyce, Jeff, Romy. I had to avoid all those MFs. And thankfully, they did not notice me. But, damn, that kind of... that was uncomfortable, to say the least. Like, this is not a humble brag. I genuinely felt... Sorry. I genuinely felt, at the time, really reluctant to talk to anybody. Which I think is natural when you're coughing up, like, your entire freaking sperm cells amount of phlegm. Like, that shiz was unhealthy for me. And I think the reason why it lasted that long was because so I got sick on 2 Fridays ago. So not last Friday, which is like 3 days ago. Last Friday, which is like 10 days ago. I got sick. But on Sunday, I was not partying, but just like hanging out and like having fun, talking a lot. And it took a turn for the worse on Monday. It got better after Monday when I took a chill. On Tuesday, I hanged out with Alyssa the entire day, and she is a freaking yapper, right? Like, she is a yapper. Any other time, I would appreciate that, because, like, there's stuff to talk about. It's fun, enjoyable, I guess. But I was basically like forced to talk a lot, basically. And I spend the entire day with her because our schedule kind of aligned and nobody else's does. So I spend the freaking entire day with her talking. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the freaking worst. Oh no, Wednesday, Thursday was the worst freaking time of my life, right? Then it comes Friday. I'm like, fudge it. I'm getting a bit better. So then I go into one of the Chuzz's rooms. There's like 10 people in there. We eat snacks. Like, I'm talking turtle chips, Wanwan Senbei. I'm talking the frickin', what else? There's the, like, the long seaweed wraps. It's called like Go-Go or something. I don't know. And then we had Kopiko, the chocolate, and then the chocolate shrooms. So we had all that. Even though I was sick, like, I was joining in on that fun. Bro, freaking, we were doing like prank calls, which again required me to talk a lot. And I freaking talked with an MF like 10 minutes. Some random Indian MF from UIUC. I was just trolling him. So because of that, I took another turn for the worse Saturday, Sunday. And then yesterday, which was Sunday, I was basically feeling like 90% better. So I went again and talked for I came back at 9 p.m. And hung out with them until 12 a.m. Basically just talking. We were doing like a jigsaw puzzle, but we were mostly just talking. Some things we were talking about. We were talking about Fortnite. For some freaking reason, Adrian just revealed everything while I was gone. So I had to explain myself for Miss Souders. I had to explain myself for freaking broadcasting my college decisions in front of the class. Shit like that, like, bro. Adrian, you're talking too much, bro. And then, yeah, just stuff like that. A lot of friendly banter, stuff like that. I think after all of this, after recovering a bit and getting sick for that long, I realized that I'm actually kind of blessed. I'm actually kind of blessed to have these guys and gals as part of my friend group. And yeah, I genuinely do like being around them. I like talking with them. I like eating with them. I like hanging out with them. But I think at this point right now, I'm like 95% okay. I should just funnel everything to like strengthen that bond as strong as possible, because I know after this year it'll be much harder to hang out because we're going to be in different, most likely we're going to be in different houses, I believe. I think there is, I heard of a mechanic where you don't get separated, but I'm not sure. So there's that. There's just too many unknown variables at this time that I'm basically just expecting for the worst. You get what I mean? The worst being we just all disband after the year ends. After the year ends. Something else, or that's 95% of my thought process. The last 5% is whether or not I should like branch out a bit more, kind of go for quantity rather than quality. I guess it's right now it's really a debate between whether I should focus on quality, focus on quantity, what it is. Right now, as I told you guys, I'm leaning towards just like hanging out with the six or seven friends that like I'm closest with right now, the friend group. Or if I should branch it out a bit more, maybe get like 12 people that I regularly talk to, or maybe just get that to 10. I can definitely get it to 10 if I choose that route, but I'm not sure if I really want to, you know what I mean? Or if there is or if it will even benefit me, you know what I mean? Because what's the point of what's the end goal, right? I don't even know. I think it's to really have I'm not really focusing on connections for like friends, because if I did, then I would only have STEM major friends, right? Like that's not my goal when making close friends. It's really just having like a community that can actually like really mesh with, have a really close friend group that I don't mind hanging out with every day, that makes me a better person, that encourages me to do my best, but is still willing to like have fun, do all that. So I don't know. Free STEM with CB Court of Sciences. Wait, what the fudge? Dude, I would ghost. I just got like a notification on that. Fudge, I have a class in like 5 minutes, so I can't go. Yeah, I have a class in 5 minutes. Fudge! So where was I? Yeah. So I really just want a friend group that I can really mesh with and like has a really long-term kind of, that I can see me being really close with long-term. So I guess my only concern right now is what happens after that first year, right? What happens after we inevitably have to separate, right? Are we still gonna hang out? Are we still gonna be friends? Or are we gonna meet new people and all that? And I'm not sure what to do, because I've heard a lot of stories of like, oh, freshman friend groups just being like temporary shiz, and then we don't really find like actual friend groups until sophomore. But if I had to answer honestly, I genuinely do think like these guys are people that are special, I guess. Like, as corny as this sounds, as they're people that I don't mind being around for these 4 years, for longer, throughout my entire life. I don't mind that at all, right? Like, I'm happy with that. And they're just, at times, they're just so nice. Like, I don't get it. We've only known each other for a freaking month, and then like they're practically voluntarily like offering their entire life net worth to me. Like, dude, you know how uncomfortable that feels? When someone is so nice and you just don't really know what to do. Like, it's not really just a matter of like, oh, the Asian culture of like just like offering to be polite type shit. No, like they are actually dead serious. And then they give so much stuff back that I can never kind of like return the favor, because I don't own anything. Like they'll give me meal swipes every freaking day. They'll give me medicine every freaking day. They'll check up on me every freaking day. Like, dude, what fudge can I do, right? Like, how can I return that favor? And then, like, I'm scared to ask them, because I know they're just gonna be like, oh, no, it's fine, like, we're friends. So I don't know what to do, you know what I mean? I don't know who to ask. Like, side note, bro, why is my acne so bad? Like, what the fudge? Oh yeah, I haven't told you guys about this, but I think this is what really kind of changed my whole perspective on things. I came home on Sunday. Not home. I came back to UCLA on Sunday. And then I just saw Faith. I came home on Sunday. Not home, UCLA. I came back to UCLA on Sunday, and then I called one of them because they have my Maroon card, which is like my student ID card to access everything that UCLA has to offer. And they had it because I had some free swipes that would run out at the end of the week, and I was going back for the weekend. So I just let them use it. I called them because they have it. The entire friend group is like, I call them just expecting him, right? I call the entire friend group. They're all like, hi, Chaz. How are you doing, Chaz? Are you getting better? Oh my god, that is one of the first times I actually genuinely felt like I wanted to cry. Like, in a good way. And that was like the first time where I genuinely felt like, I'm actually kind of blessed, right, to have those guys. So, alright, my class is starting, guys. I'm gonna be back. Bye.